We've had many requests to make this video about elderly people and prepping.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know it, but during Hurricane Katrina in Louisiana, 71% of people who died from that storm were 60 years or older. And even worse, those who have disabilities and live in poverty were disproportionately ruled out and actually had a higher death rate as well. It's scary.
That's sad. All right, here are the 15 things to help the elderly prepare.
Have a prep buddy.
Now you want to find somebody who's younger to prep, or maybe you're the younger person and you want to help somebody that's older.
Yeah, like maybe your grandparent or something. But if you don't have anybody younger to help you out, then maybe start a Facebook group or get with people in your library or church or synagogue, something like that, so you can actually form a team and work together in getting it done.
Food and water. Prep for 2 weeks at least. If you can try for 30 days, that would be even better. And if you're on a tight budget, no worries, just prep a little as you can.
Yeah, absolutely. And as far as food goes, for the elderly, by far your best thing to go for is canned food. It lasts forever. It's easy to open. Everything's already prepared and ready to go. And you can even eat it cold, like a can of chili or something. It's kind of gross, but you can. And it's easier to warm up in the can itself too. So canned food, my suggestion, is always the best way to go. Now, as far as water goes, a gallon per person per day. So if you're alone in an apartment, at least 14 or 15 gallons, preferably 30 gallons if you can actually have it ready for you. Medications and supplies.
Depending on the medication in the state, you can actually get medication up to a year.
Yeah, and we actually just ask your doctor about getting what's called extended medication or extended prescriptions. And as far as medical supplies goes, talk to your insurance carrier. If you need a specific type of medical equipment, sometimes they'll go ahead and allot for you to get it early.
Flashlights, lanterns, and batteries. Put them in a bag in a central location so you know where they're at.
Absolutely. And once in a while, check the batteries just to make sure they're good. Sanitary products.
Depends, wipes, hydrocortisone, and hand sanitizer are excellent things to have.
Yeah, so basically find out what your needs are and try to stock up as much as possible.
Money.
Having coins and cash is good. If you're actually going to keep denominations, 10s and 20s are your best.
And sometimes you can, if you're in a nursing home, ask the local attendant and they will hold it for you.
Signal for help. It sounds weird, but if you actually get like a giant fluorescent colored poster board and write help on it and just keep it put away, it can actually help out the elderly in alerting like firefighters or rescuers that there's somebody inside the apartment.
A whistle or a bell are excellent to have, and you can also have an air horn, but remember those will be used up quickly. Protection. You might have to protect yourself as well.
Yeah, and pepper spray, it's an excellent choice for warding off humans or animals, either one that might attack you. A first aid kit.
You would be amazed at how many elderly do not have a first aid kit.
Yeah, just keep at least the basics. Band-aids, bandages, Neosporin, you know.
Home safety. Real simple stuff like a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, and also smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, and of course, make sure they're always working properly. Cell phone charger. And not just the charger you use all the time, but have a backup one, especially when you could take with you if you have to run.
Medical device charger. For like a CPAP.
Yeah, and your best bet is getting like a solar charger. This is actually a really inexpensive one. We have a really big one too. I'll put links in the description below for both of them. But this thing can be plugged into the wall, can be plugged into a cigarette lighter in a car, can actually work with a solar panel, and that way this thing can actually keep things powered up when there's no power or the power is intermittent. So you need to find a way to keep your medical devices going. Extra prescription glasses. What I like to do is every time I get a new prescription, I take the old glasses and they become my backups. I'm sure a lot of you who wear glasses do the same thing.
You can also go to the dollar store or local grocery store and they always have prescription glasses that aren't really prescription, but they have enough so you can see. Bug out tub.
The tub doesn't have to be for on the run, although it can be for that too, put it in the back of a car. But it's great to actually keep all your emergency supplies in one area. Anything you might need during an emergency. And being elderly specifically, maybe a sweatshirt or sweatpants, something to keep you warmer, hats, gloves, extra socks is always good. Listen, when you're old, you get cold.
Don't forget toiletries like toothbrush and things like that. And also make yourself a checklist. That way you guys know what you have or what you need.
Emergency folder.
I think this is one of the more important ones.
Yeah, and I put a link in the description for this too, because you can actually get these inexpensive wise that are both fireproof and waterproof. But your folder needs to hold practically all of your imports and papers.
Your phone number, your address, your loved one, so they can find anything that they need. Prescription.
Yep. Places to go, medical information, medical list, all those things on there.
Medication that you have, that you take, birth certificate, social security cards, insurance cards, all the important papers.
Yep, and keep them in the pack always. You may hide the pack so somebody doesn't steal it, but if you have to run on the go, you have the pack to take with you. All right, check out this video right here where we talk about basically getting food for free. Who doesn't want free food?